most important thing is to keep moving. That way they might never catch up to you. I'm gonna have to pack up and be on the move too pretty soon.
Where are you going?
Nowhere. You wanna come? We can be back this way in about a month.
He said travel anywhere your life takes you.
Who is the clown? Who is the fool? Which one knows he is playing? And which one is last in the game?
This world ain't a wasteland, just tastes that way sometimes. Depends on the angle, on how you read your lines. For every brick we've stacked and come together to build, there's a sick little crack in this foundation still. Humans, I can't accept them, trying to understand what fuels them and their essence. I'm looking for some leverage, catch up, trying to catch me. Curse it, depress it, here to make you happy. Hey daddy, tell me why the clown is crying. Well son, he's got the task of cheering up the ill and dying. On top of that, everybody thinks he's insane. Can't fathom why he'd wanna ease their pain. Walking through this maze made of concrete walls. When you're not allowed to climb, there's no way to possibly fall. When your hands are restricted to hold nothing but self, how can you get a grip? How can you pick up what you dealt? The clown stays sad, the ground stays hard. With a couple pounds of migraine, a pocket full of scars, but the face stays painted on for everyone to gaze upon. Continuing the bad dream till he wakes up gone. Run for a walk, but always stood. 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 Do they see me? Do they know that I exist? I know they do, I can tell by the way they wave their fists. Weirdo, freak, words of endearment ring in my ears and cling unto my tears. My purpose on this earth was to brighten the sun ray at the circus or parade house call on a birthday. A bag of balloons, I could build you a farm, became worthless when they took away both my arms. Snake charms, magic tricks, the world is flat and the traffic is thick. Got my back to the wind as I watch the inhabitants. Every thought I come across is bigger than this planet is. I used to be a normal person, but I held a hunger to experience it firsthand. I wanted to turn every frown upside down. Somehow my feet separated from the ground, and the clown stays sad. The people stay lost, no, the people are sad. We lost the clown, but the face stays painted on. For everyone to gaze upon, and it'll stay that way until the break of dawn. So throw your hands in the air. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't. You're wearing a straitjacket. Was this one night when I took the time to examine a napkin in a Chicago hotel room. I wasn't alone, it was a night after a show. The space was full, energy was consumed. There was a girl, emphasis on the L, and she was noticing the detail as well. And the two of us found something with each other previously undiscovered. Hell is for the lovers and the daylight is bright. Always makes me squint, but it feels like magic when it touches my face. Suffocate myself, overwhelm myself, and let the sun rays abandon me floating through space. And she still wonders why I'm so insecure. She giggles because I sleep with a body pillow. Intentions are never nothing short of pure, but there's a price to pay when you try to live a little. And as attractive as that napkin ever could have been, my how it unfolded, hold it to the wind. Try now to be a rock, but she's caught under the skin. Ex-lover and a best friend, just like the rest of them. Then there was this one night I stopped to watch someone bite the tip of a cigarette to hold it in between her lips. Never met nobody like her. Please brace yourself, danger, danger, this might hurt. The playground feels a lot different when the sun's out. She wasn't messing around, she came in with her guns out, screaming about the ocean. Anybody wanna go with me? Never knew punk rock could be so pretty. Now catch your breath and then catch the ball, and sit by the phone so you can catch the call. Writing catchy one-liners on the bathroom stall. Here I go, wouldn't you know, still learning to crawl. And she still wonders why I'm so insecure. She giggles because I sleep with a body pillow. Intentions are never nothing short of pure, but there's a price to pay when you try to live a little. I've always dug the way you love the way your tattoos intimidate men. I guess I'm one of them, standing right next to you from way over here. Ex-lover and a best friend. Then there was this one night I noticed a tree that stood by itself about an hour up north, and I could picture her holding on to the limb, wearing a summer why I'm so insecure. She giggles because I sleep with a body pillow. Intentions are never nothing short of pure, but there's a price to pay when you try to live a little. And I still get to talk to you every now and then. Definition of over doesn't have to be the end. It's good to see you grow, girl, shake my hand. That's all I want from my ex-lover and my best friend. I got your back. Don't ever fucking question that. Got you back. I'll always have your back. And I still got your back. She still wonders why I'm so insecure. She giggles because I sleep with a body pillow. Intentions are never nothing short of pure, but there's a price to pay when you try to live a little. And she still wonders why I'm so insecure. She giggles because I sleep with a body pillow. Intentions are never nothing short of pure, but there's a price to pay when you try to live a little. Do you think I could borrow like $50? The pill. Fuck it. Swallow it. Yeah. You already said that. I stopped reading the paper and quit watching the news. I don't answer the phone and I'm not paying the dues. I pace my steps to match the speed of my breathing. Place my bets and keep my feet up on the ceiling. Waiting for the stop sign to turn green. I ain't got time to learn the hard way. I gave candy to the babies, kisses to the ladies, and charisma to the kids. Playing down at the arcade, partake in my think straight type of ice. Bake the cake and sink your face into the frosting. Take a break from all the aches and stripes, cause pain is just another stain on the box spring. Sometimes I sit outside and watch the people walk by, try to understand why they don't fly. In other days, I lock myself in my room, let the four corners close until I'm consumed. There ain't a whole lot of continuity, and all I want is what I already gave up. I give advice that I don't follow, cause it's twice as hard to swallow when you know precisely what the pill is made of. Take the pill. Protect your Jimmy, keep it fresh. Anything is everything, more is less. It's all sight, sound, smell, taste, and felt. Knuckle up and buckle up your safety belt. Lift with your legs, speak with your mind. See the bigger screen, read between the lines. Brush your teeth, squash the beef, and judge the tree by both sides of the leaf. Save your soul and spend your money. Laugh at his jokes and pretend they funny. Talk about your goals and hide your wants. Give them something they can hold and get a better response. Believe in karma, truth and honor. Respect the youth and understand the drama. Think about your move before you make it, and see the motive for the info and advice before you take it. Traffic lights and stop signs, cops and crimes, top of the line. I lost my mind, I found my feet. Look over my shoulder before I cross the street. Dead zone, when in Rome, I'm begging for attention to be left alone. Headphones and flesh tones, and little sluggles having trouble trying to get home. Write a song, write a million songs, but they all the same song. It's like one long song. Fight the wrong and make them sing along, and continue to consume until the hunger's gone. Speak your piece and move on, move on. I need to buy time, but first I gotta find the coupon. And when I climb the mountain, I'm gonna teach, I promise. But for now, you can reach me at the office. Get a job, catch a buzz, learn something, cook dinner, find a mate and copulate. But try to pick a winner, go to school, teach something, be a voice, paint a picture. Turn the TV off, man, you don't need a babysitter. Read a book, write a book, plot a move, take over. Watch for motorcycles, calm down, be a donor. 9 out of 10 doctors prefer their secretaries, cause they sick of going home and going down on what they marry. Do your homework, solve the problem, celebrate. Tip the bartender, breathe and meditate. Oversleep, wake up late, push snooze, take a bath. When you finish with your drink, they let you keep the glass. Skip class, jump curbs, walk the dog, run slow. Leap faith, stand tall, sit still, take control. Yo, you throw like a girl, and you hate the world, and you lost all your nuts trying to chase a squirrel. But some of these cats don't know how to meow. I try to open my eyes to take a look at me now. Alphabetize the records that sit on the shelf. I think you need some advice on how to think for self. Hell, they want the light, but they don't want the light. They act like they don't know wrong from right. They say they want the truth, but they have the truth. They act like they forgot how to move. Dead. I ain't trying to wait for no one else to help. I think you need some advice on how to think for self. I said I ain't trying to wait for no one else to help. I think you need some advice on how to think for self. I said I ain't trying to wait for no one else to help. I think you need some advice on how to think for self. I ain't trying to wait for no one else to help. I think you need some advice on how to think for self.
The best advice you receive comes from within.
How does it start?
Lady of darkness, night of my midnight, South Minneapolis City.
Flips through the pages of her fashion magazine. It pulls her out of her reality for a moment. We all need our moments. She forgets for a couple of seconds about the hopeless situation as of late that seems to take all of her focus. Riding that afternoon plane from Dallas back to Minneapolis, 2.5 hours, she's out there reading some column about spit versus swallow. Everything reminds her of him, and it's not fair. How could she fall on her face for some man-child? Maybe it's his voice, or maybe it's his damn smile. Maybe it's the whole package, from the kiss to the mattress, to the sarcastic jokes, to the social status. Maybe it's none of the above. Maybe she only needed somebody genuine to show her love. It was all about the right place at the right time, and even with the drama they find that he's still always on her mind. Well, none the less than 2 hours before she lands to put her feet on the ground and take her man by the hand. And this time around, when the laugh starts to sting, she'll just take a breath and dig into that fashion magazine.
The wind that made the grain wave gently yesterday blows down the trees tomorrow. The wind that made the grain wave gently yesterday blows down the trees tomorrow. The wind that made the grain wave gently yesterday blows down the trees tomorrow. The wind that made the grain wave gently yesterday blows down the trees tomorrow. The wind that made the grain wave gently yesterday.
It's nothing, it's only a little wind, a distinct, somewhat discreet approach to the maze. Come on, keep up the pace, you've already won the race. Cute baby hamster, let's try to make them run in place. Look at the wounds, it's destined to die soon. And the way I see it, we're obligated to eat it. So treat it with grins while it's standing on its last limbs. Feed it and fatten it up for when the feast begins. I drew the blueprints out on the sidewalk with chalk, so when the rain starts they won't be able to read our plans. And I'm compiling a list of demands, so let me get a show of fists and hands to see who's down with the program. Party over here, free love, free truth, free care, carefree, bring your whole crew affair. Freedom of speech and thought, scot-free, free your mind. Forgot to pack a spine, feel free to borrow mine. I'll be the thorn in the side of drama, comma. It's cool cause we died with honor, comma. Don't worry honey, I ain't gonna hurt you. I'm just trying to strip you of your pride and your gear and your virtue. It's not clear, proceed with caution. issues are not your issues, but everyone has to sleep and everybody carries weight. You can't escape regret, but you might regret escape. If you closed your eyes and held it, would you recognize the shape? Regardless, give my regards to the inner child that managed to break free from the confines of this skull-sized cell. The taming of the shrew, the high hopes fell, the shaming of the true, made your own private hell. And maybe I'm not here for you to listen to, and maybe I'm not here to steer you, just share my vision, maybe drop a hint or two, maybe a few opinions, maybe learn from you by watching you and studying your positions. The mission started off as nothing but better living. Instead of giving truth, better living was found through keeping secrets. Enlist me as a grunt, spreading the message of funk, letting the rest of the spunk clot their veins with that junk. All limp, swinging like the willows in the winds, moving like the mountains when Armageddon begins. Vampires, you're all a bunch of demons. When you talk, I close my eyes, it sounds like you're screaming. It's not clear, proceed with caution. Fear is no longer an option, and I no longer have the patience to deal with most of these patients. Ignored the preferences, irrelevant to their favorites. I look for love and I identify deceit within the facial structure of every human being I meet. I can smell your contempt when you enter the chamber, so I act apprehensive and pretend that there's danger. As I watch from the tower, everyone looks like ants. They all scramble to be, appears as if that they dance. Well, for all of y'all, keeping y'all in hell, I'm only trying to help peace out to oneself. And if I did have a car, I would speed down the road until I reached my goal, until my engine explodes. The glass was half full, so I drank it. I got impatient and anxious while I was waiting for the raffle, and when they drew the number, it pulled me under, cause I was sitting on a 7, which had never made the entrance. The glass was half full, so I drank it. I got impatient and anxious while I was waiting for the raffle, and when they drew the number, it pulled me under, cause I was sitting on a 7, which had never made the entrance. It's not clear, proceed with caution, cause fear is no longer an option. It's not clear, proceed with caution, cause fear is no longer an option.
The wind that made the grain wave gently yesterday blows down the trees tomorrow. The wind that made the grain wave gently yesterday blows down the trees tomorrow. The wind that made the grain wave gently yesterday blows down the trees tomorrow. The wind that made the grain wave gently yesterday blows down the trees tomorrow. The wind that made the grain wave gently yesterday blows down the trees tomorrow. The wind that made the grain wave gently yesterday blows down the trees tomorrow.
I wrote this in Denmark. Check. Staring at my paper like I'm waiting for something, but nothing's gonna happen if I don't make it happen. I walk around like I don't know where I am. 28 years old, yes, I'm still rapping. I'm getting fed up with American cities. I don't wanna pay my tax until they stop killing blacks. And every woman in my life thinks she wants to be my wife, but that thought only comes when they're laying on their backs. I don't agree with suicide, but I understand it. There comes a time when you're ready to leave this planet, but damn it, I'ma take it all for granted, and I'ma have to die before I ever try to land it. And I'm just waiting for that brain aneurysm. If I get bored, I'ma start my own religion. I'll teach people to worship the drums and speak in tongues, and no longer will my country eat its young. Oh yeah, I got something to say, but nowadays it's a novelty. Like either try to make me smile or try to bother me. If all that you can offer me is apologies, I'd probably rather you just pour me a cup of coffee. I don't know, y'all leaders must have lost me. I gotta go, isn't no one gonna stop me? And if they do, I'ma scream, get off me. I'ma take a little nap in this lobby.
I represent a city called Hungary. We got anybody hungry in the house? Is hungry in the house?
The words bad dub are right in the title, so fuck your criticism about the sound quality. This is not an album. The sole intention is to eat better while on the road. I don't know know, y'all leaders must have lost me. I gotta go, isn't no one gonna stop me? I feel like my peers are trying to mock me, because I know all the words to Lottie-Dottie. Fuck everybody. It's like I change my plans with every grain of sand that gets caught between the toes of my worries and woes. If they would take my hand, maybe the pains of man wouldn't seem like such a bad dream that you can't control all the thoughts that come and make you toss your lunch every time you think that you can hold it down. So now I'm off to jump and bunny hop the bumps that life sets up to hold my head underground. As I move back and forth on the swing set, the scenery stays the same. I ain't learned a thing yet, it comes, it goes, and it comes again. The sun, the snow, the rain, the wind, and ain't none of it pretend. If I could bend all the barbed wire and bars, I'd escape the playpen and make my way towards the stars. Pick up the pieces of broken keepsakes and sprint across the field till both my feet ache. I hung from my limbs off the jungle gym until my muscles got sore and my hustle got bored. And when I jumped down to take a look around, the only faces I recognized were the ones I ignored. Took the obstacle course at full speed. Still, it's probable the home team will hold the lead, but if it's possible, I request they let me take a seat. Stop the coach and ask him how'd I get into the league. It goes 6'6" something million miles below the surface. Championship, it's skins versus the shirtless, and I don't know which side I'm supposed to be on, and I can't tell if it's getting closer to dawn. Well, excuse me, but I had a rough evening. I was shaken out of my rest when I stopped breathing. Awoken from my sleep, awoken from my dreams, choking on my dreams, holding in my screams. And the sea turned blue, and the sky turned blue, and when I sing the blues, all the lies come true as we convince each other that what's old is new. The book's the rent, and the end is overdue. The waiting pool is full of the blood of unbound souls. Submerge my urges after I plug my nose and swim laps around the momentary lapse of lost. Use a stick to write my name on every line I have to cross. Tossing change into the fountain for a wish, but most of us are wishing for a little bit of change. Sneak a cigarette break between first and second down and play a match of hide and seek with your heart and your brain. Well, ollie, ollie, oxen, freedom, duck, duck, gray duck, king of the hill, fell off the world and broke his crown. The neighborhood runt lost his voice from screaming, wait up, and the needle ran away with the spoon. Hell's playground. Well, we all play the same games, and we all learn to share the same pain. So while we wait for the machine to break down, we play self one-on-one out on the playground. Well, we all play the same games, and we all learn to share the same pain. So while we wait for the machine to break down, we play self one-on-one out on the playground. Well, we all play the same games, and we all learn to share the same pain. So while we wait for the machine to break down, we play self one-on-one out on the playground. Let the children play. You're gonna have to fight your own war. Let the children play. You're gonna have to fight your own war. Let the children play. You're gonna have to fight your own war. Let the children play. You're gonna have to fight your own war. Let the children play. You're gonna have to fight your own war. Let the children play. You're gonna have to fight your own war. Against the moon, and for the next tune we'll let the camera zoom into the bedroom. The more she raises the voice, the less I really hear. The more she leaves the house, the less I spend on beer. All thoughts are clear, chain smoke, a box of reds. Gotta shed this excess gear before we cross this bridge. If we make it to the opposite side of where we stand, we can get some land and make a plan, woman and man. But you're only 20-something, are you ready to change? You've accomplished plenty running, are you tired, are you hungry? Up to no good, but down to try harder to depart and sever the old ways of gauging the weather. And when they ask if you treat me right, I have to lie and say yes if I'm to answer the question. Here I dance again in front of the mirror, solitaire, wondering where you are, what's the time, why am I losing all my hair? If I could cook half as good as you look, I'd trade my headphones and my notebook for all the time you took up to shine. Shook up my alignment, hook up the silence, cause these footsteps is mine.
Just get out. You don't come back again.
Don't come back again.
Just get out. You don't come back again.
Don't come back again. Okay, enter mommy's little sociopath, hoping I have the sober cells left to taste the smoke on her breath. Chosen my steps, prepared to pour an earful, trying to drive her soul. Yo, keep your hands on the steering wheel. One at 9, the other at 3. Won't ever find another like she. I call her thief because she took with the key in the hole and started upset the cruise control. Bam, hit a tree. My fault, I wasn't looking. Distracted, but ain't nobody acting surprised. Mapping out a plan to put me back in her eyes. She laid her hand on my thigh, damn near went blind, and spread my wings to fly and clear my mind. Now usually I'm at the top of the game, or at least I used to be. This is new to me, I can't explain what you do to me. Moving me, seducing me, inducing me, reducing me down to figuring out how I can go about improving me. Soon we'll see, this whole world will see this superhero features, but girl is the weakness. Speaking of the mirror, trying to gather my reflection, sold my sense of direction for some affection. Now I'm straining, striving, trying to see the ocean. I'm riding, I'm driving, I'm trying to make it to the ocean, lifting up every shell and holding it up to my ear. I'm trying to hear the ocean, I wanna feel the ocean, and I'm straining, striving, trying to see the ocean. I'm riding, I'm driving, I'm trying to make it to the ocean, lifting up every shell and holding it up to my ear. I'm trying to hear the ocean, I've gotta feel the ocean is deep within. I swim a river of lust, beginner's luck, rising tide in just the crust. Hunger, feed my need to free my seed. I cry, I bleed, I fly, I flee. I try to be everything to each partner I find, but the bottom line is rain always starts in the mind. So I climb inside the rhyming riddle, growth of a stone. Sip and swallow the aura, hit it closer to home. It's a quarter till 2. I'm still waiting, anxious, got the surface, the tools, the motivation to paint this. Don't know which colors to use. Detail is not my game, so now I'm through with differentiating heaven and pain. I'm just another stray cat trying to rest my tail, prepared to go to war, but scared to check the mail. She's a bird with crippled wings, intrigued by the simple things. It's too simple, you're too simple. You can take the bone out the chicken, but you can't take my girl out to lunch without me thinking probably something's up. And if you can't take it with you, fuck it, I ain't going. I just sit here for now and dream about the ocean. Carouseling through this contagious carnival of carnage, wearing a name tag that says artist, holding the harness, controlling the motor, floating the waves, looking for that ocean. And now I'm straining, striving, trying to see the ocean. I'm riding, I'm driving, I'm trying to make it to the ocean, lifting up every shell and holding it up to my ear. I'm trying to hear the ocean, I wanna feel the ocean, and I'm straining, striving, I'm trying to see the ocean. I'm riding, I'm driving, I'm trying to make it to the ocean, lifting up every shell and holding it up to my ear. I'm trying to hear the ocean, I've gotta feel the ocean.
Just get out and don't come back again.
Don't come back again.
Just get out and don't come back again.
Don't come back again.
Just get out and don't come back again.
Don't come back again.
Just get out and don't come back again.
Don't come back again.
Just get out and don't come back again.
Don't come back again.
Just get out and don't come back again.
Don't come back again. Fill the dream, fill the prescription, kill the steam. Vivid description, build a team, assume the position, spill the beans and feed them all religion. Cook the bird and bless the beast. Crooked words to catch release. Looks absurd, progress indeed. Shook the earth and rest in peace. I miss the sun, don't mean to trip. It's just begun, let's sink the ship. And when it's done, we'll read the script. I'll stick my tongue in between your lips. Rolls, goes and goes down the hill. Souls, they don't know to take the pill. Truth, you don't get it, you don't get it. Move soon as I said it, I was resented. The more I am, the less I be. Try to slow the jam, that's likely. Fly, wingspan true, jump the cliff. Die only after you forget how to live. When it breaks, it'll all come together. 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 My feet are sore, I walk a lot. Mop the floor and talk to God. Stop the war, go get a job. Give me more, don't let it stop. What's my name? Well, I'm not sure. Who won the game? Who found the cure? I'm not insane, just insecure. I love the pain, it feels so pure. Don't got a car, don't got a wife. I'm not a star, I hate my life. all come together. When it breaks, it'll 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 all come together. Yeah, I thought it was gonna break. Yo, where's the break? Thought it was gonna all come together. Yo. I'd rather hear a break than a drum machine. Just in case you were wondering, I'm more about the ass than I am the breast. Does that put any questions to rest? I listen to indie rock, but not much hip hop, cause most rappers suck. I wish they'd shut up. Pick up the trash, put it back in your mouth, cause you don't even know what you're talking about. I'd rather drink beer than hard liquor, but if the beer's gone, I'll be quick to share that bottle with you. When the bottle's gone, I'll probably try to kiss you. And when you're gone, girl, I'll kick it to your sister. You're making me laugh on the inside, not disguise it as a cry to keep you on your toes. I'd rather live than die, I'm dying to live. There, now everybody knows. 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 I thought it was gonna come together. Where's the inside out and upside down? Who qualifies to try to judge me now? Love is what rolls off the synthetic happiness. I wear a warning sticker that says health to the hazardous. If all of Minneapolis fell into that river, it wouldn't disturb a word that I delivered. I found my confusion, I lost your religion. The analyst I am, corrupt the optimism. From the dock I'm fishing, feed the worm a hook. Write another piece, read another book. Once upon a time there was the end. Do you mind if I steal this pen? I'm not as big a fan as I once was. I gotta learn to respect that lunch buzz. Such and such, and nothing much. What the fuck, girl? I'm thinking that we should couple up. So here I stand from the outside in, trying to recall how I swam to this island. I wonder if I was to scream till my voice quits, would they let me push the buttons? Would they let me hold the joystick? Well, maybe if I acted a little crazy, they would play me. They would feed me to their babies. Can't help but laugh at everything I cry about, cause I've been staring at myself from the inside out. Well, who's that knocking on my head so early in the AM? Must be the landlord, I'm late on my payment. Or maybe it's my ex, cause I owe her some affection. It's probably the Department of Corrections, cause I've been doing it wrong for too damn long. Chewing on a soggy blade of grass. Put the money in the bag and make it fast, cause can't none of y'all fools save my ass. How can I hold if I don't know what I hold? The outsider trying to climb out of the cold. Time and time again I question the answer, cause the soldier always falls in love with the dancer. I can't play passive, the truth hurts. I wanna rock the boat, but I wanna rock you first. So if I meant to say everything that's in my mouth, I'ma start right here from the inside out.
I ain't lying, I ain't lying.
This one gave him one of those funny feelings. Almost had to stop it. Every time I hear a river, I think the mother is crying. It was a purple, purple sky and an orange, orange moon, and everyone was whistling the same damn tune except Brian. Brian stared out across the field and watched the horizon blossom to copper field off of the edge of the world, the one they're all afraid to walk. Rationale for why they're so high on the small talk, but Brian knows where the crows all go to find the ifs and the ands and the buts and all so's. If I could run through the woods and speed like the light, I'd find the answers to why and be back by tonight. If I could fly through the fog and look at this rock, I'd figure out how to keep hell off of my block. But as it stands, I stay content, trying to be the magic man and pay my rent, wishing that Brian would turn me on to the secrets he sought while we keep burning the dawn just to keep the day hot. If I could ask you one question, I'd ask where you went. You could teach me a lesson every time I got bent, but the alcohol don't make me forget about it all. Doesn't matter the season, the leaves can still fall. They slipped hidden messages within the cards that were dealt. I understand myself and all of the sorrow I felt. For as simple as I am, how'd it get so complex? Got me studying the margins and disregarding the text. I open the curtains and listen to the traffic go, but I still get nervous each time my piece passes go. The residue is thick and the memory fails. I still laugh because the path feels a lot like a trail. If I could run through the woods and speed like the light, I'd find the answers to why and be back by tonight. If I could fly through the fog and look down at this rock, I'd figure out how to keep hell off of my block. But as it stands, I stay content, trying to be the magic man and pay my rent, wishing that Brian could turn me on to the secrets he sought while we keep burning the dawn just to keep the day hot. We used to be a couple of pimps walking the hallways with pride. Drunk or sober, life was nothing short of roller coaster rides. Trip to the clubs, not the skull to the rhythm. All we wanted out of life was what was given. And when you passed, I wanted to take back the time we wasted. I'd trade all the buzzers in for one more conversation. We could sit in the shade and discuss the meaning of sacred, cause I can't see the garden no more, just the aphids. But the wind still blows and the plants still grow, and I wish your name was on the guest list at my shows. I gotta believe that you can see me when I find my freedom, cause you got to meet the sun before you got to meet my son. And when I see lightning, feels like my buzz is heightening. Every time I feel the sun, I can smell the love. And when I smell the air, I can hear a child trying. But every time I hear a river, I think the mother is crying. And when I see lightning, feels like my buzz is heightening. Every time I feel the sun, I can smell the love. And when I smell the air, I can hear a child trying. But every time I hear a river, I think the mother is crying. And every time I think of you, I know you're laughing. And when I think of you, I can know you're laughing. And when I think of you, I can know you're laughing. And when I think of you, I can know you're laughing. And when I think of you, I know you're laughing. And when I think of you, I can know you're laughing. And when I think of you, I can know you're laughing. Every time I hear a river, I think the mother is crying. But every time I hear a river, I think the mother is crying.